Later in the night last night, you saw Kevin Durant, who we're talking about, wearing a walking boot, probably for precautionary reasons.
Yeah. Yes.
But here's the rub on it. They are doing an MRI today, and they are now legitimately concerned that it's worse than what it looks like, and he might be out not only for the rest of the regular season, but he could also be out for the first round of the playoffs because if it's a grade 2 ankle sprain, it's a 4 to 6 week type of deal.
Ugly.
So you see the question there, and that's what I said going into the break. Are the Phoenix Suns title contenders? And I want to be clear about the question. If he shows up for the playoffs, but you don't get the 3 weeks, 4 weeks of them playing together as a team, can Phoenix just show up, roll the ball out, get KD back in a month, and go ahead and win a title?
From the 3 games I've seen with KD, and he's a walking bucket, you better believe it. As long as he's 100%, I don't care when he come back. If he's 100%, this team is tough. You got to worry about Book. You got to worry about Chris. You got to worry about KD. Obviously, KD healthy is a walking bucket. You better believe they are contenders.
Yeah, I think so too. Right now they're sitting in the 4th spot at 37 and 29, but they're good enough to hang on.
No doubt.
To 4 or 5. It really doesn't matter at that point when you take a look at the standings there. I know that all those teams are really bunched up. You see Golden State, you see the Clippers, and then obviously the playing teams, which are no bother to me. Yeah. Phoenix Suns are good enough to minimum play 500 ball the rest of the way, in my opinion, because you got an unstoppable guy down low in Ayton. You've got the leadership of CP3 at 9 assists last night, and you got a pure scorer in Devin Booker who can carry the load until Durant gets back. And it's a weird thing. Normally I might say no. But like you said, Kevin Durant was not ready to play when they first made the trade, gets into the lineup, and they don't lose a single game. Yeah. And oh, by the way, he averages 27 points a night.
Easy work and making it look really easy, making everybody around him better. I mean, when he in the lineup, Chris Paul ain't never seen so many wide open shots. I mean, he's standing over there by himself like, hey, I'm over here, wide open shots. And we know Chris can knock it down. So you better believe it. When he does get back, they are definitely title contenders. But for me, that's a little sprained ankle right there. I don't know how serious it is, but I'm old school, man. But, put it in a bucket of ice.
Oh, so
and let's get out of this thing, man.
No.
I'm just saying ankle injuries back in the days, man. And I'm an 80s babies. Tape it up, put it in a bucket of ice, when you're not playing. And let's try. That's that baseball talk.
That is.
No, it's not.
I'm with you.
I'm making excuses.
Talk show hosts and football players are the last tough guys on the planet. You baseball players and basketball players have gotten a little soft.
Maybe a little, but that's an ankle injury, man. Those are some serious deals.
A little bit.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Suns. They should be perfectly fine because look who's around them. The Grizzlies right now without John. We don't know officially how long that's going to be. You got the Warriors who are banged up still and still not playing their best basketball. The Clippers aren't playing their best basketball. It seems like the Suns, no matter what, should be okay.
They're going to be just fine.
I just want to go back to this ankle injury, man. Put it in a bucket of ice and let's go. We've seen Patrick Mahomes, body over there, ankle over there. The man ain't missing practice. He ain't missing practice. He has, come on,
Listen,
man.
basketball players are a different breed. There's no doubt about that. One quick thing, as we take one more look here at Kevin Durant last night pregame. I don't know if the court was wet or if he just has really thin legs so he couldn't end up walking to the basket right there.
That just looked like the wrong plant right there. No,
Daniel Jones, who got $160, $82 million of it guaranteed to come back as the New York Giants starting quarterback, spoke yesterday about the process. I want you to pay attention to the very beginning of what he says. It's what I told you on this show. When people put out there that he was demanding $45 million a year or more, he kind of tells you right now that was BS. Yeah, I hate that press conference because you just got $82 million guaranteed, and you're talking like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you didn't get generational wealth, and you missed the personable. I am not. I'm kind of like a robot. Man, you're one of the worst quarterbacks in the league statistically, and you just got $82 million guaranteed. If that was me at the press conference, I would have rocked the big hat. I'd be like, yo, what's up? I got $82 million.
Hey, go ahead. You don't need us finishing. Keep going.
I would have been like, yo, I got $4 million for every touchdown pass I threw.
You You ain't never
We're all
lied.
going to Sizzler tonight.
I would have been up there. I'd have had all my family up there, not just the wife and kids. It would have been all of us up there.
No
Put us in
joke.
this
I
thing.
would have gone up there with stacks, and I would have been like, "There's something for you. Here's something for you. Oh, you cover football. There's something. Get a better outfit. Something for you."
Oh, wait,
They gave out outfits
held
earlier this year.
it as a microphone. Everybody that said I wasn't going to do it, 15 touchdowns.
Now,
I
will tell you this. There's one really interesting aspect of the negotiation with him. He was in the building as the clock was ticking down to 4 o'clock on Tuesday, which was the deadline. And as Joe Shane, the general manager, came out and said yesterday as well, at 3:54, the deal was not done. Can you imagine how awkward that would have been if they didn't get the deal done and the dude's in the building and then they run down the hall to Saquon and go, "Here's a contract."
Hurry up.
Because the reverse happened. When they got the deal done, Joe Shane said he couldn't really celebrate it with him. He literally ran down the hall because he had to send into the league the paperwork to franchise Saquon Barkley, and they barely got that into the league.
Oh, Saquon almost slipped out of their fingertips.
No joke. It came down to like the last minute or two.
Could you
and there's no
imagine?
wiggle room on
That would have
that.
been ugly.
We lost Saquon Barkley because we was trying to get this Daniel Jones deal done, and it happened last minute.
They acknowledge that Saquon's not thrilled, nor should he be, but this is the business of the NFL. And I don't think Saquon ever plays another down for the New York Giants.
Really?
Keep your eye on the Buffalo Bills, and if you wait till after the draft, it opens up the Miami Dolphins as a potential suitor for Saquon. The Dolphins can't make an offer to him until after the draft because they don't have a first-round draft pick. So just keep an eye on that. I don't think we're done yet talking about Saquon Barkley's future.
You cannot do that to Daniel Jones, though. If this is a guy that you committed to and you're saying that this is our guy, we give him $82 million guaranteed, you cannot take the guy out of the backfield that made him look good all season long.
Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.